Alright, what's up guys? Say hello. We're gonna go for a little walk. I thought I'd show you some of the construction going on in our apartment building like I was telling you about in my last video. And all them rocks and gravel out there. Yeah, they're building a nice little roof. Nice little overhang. But it is noisy and dusty. But you get used to that after a while because the whole town is basically noise and dust while all the road work is going on. Oh, it's a nice evening outside. As usual, it's been awfully hot, as you can imagine. So going out during the day, when I look at my weather app and it says it's only 99 degrees Fahrenheit, but it feels like 105. I'm like, well, I don't want it to feel like 105 on my body, so I think I'll stay in. Where it only feels like about 95 on my body, so. At the end of this video, you're going to see an apartment tour, a little apartment over in the building that Luke lives in. It's the cheapest one there. It is on the 3rd floor, so there are stairs to navigate, but it does have some advantages, some disadvantages. It was kind of an impromptu thing. They left it unlocked and he said, hey, let's go up and videotape it. I was like, cool. So that'll be at the end of this video. We're just out, gonna take a walk. And hopefully not take a dive on some of these rocky, slopey sections of the sidewalk. Oot and a boot, as my Canadian friends would say. Man, I'm horrible at accents. I really gotta quit trying those. I'm terrible. But Phnom Penh, all of their lockdown restrictions are supposed to end tomorrow on the 5th of May, except for the ones that are considered red zones, where the most of the outbreaks and deaths are occurring. They're still trying to keep that under control. But for everybody else, they'll be allowed to go out. And markets, some of the local markets will be back open. Street food carts. Because there's certain areas there that people are really hungry and they can't go out and get food, and the government's having a hard time keeping up with all the requests for even the basic supplies like rice and cans of fish and water, things like that. So I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that. However, Siem Reap has announced that anybody traveling from Phnom Penh that wants to come to Siem Reap will have to undergo a 14-day quarantine just to be safe, because of course that's where, like I said, the majority of the coronavirus cases are in Phnom Penh. They don't want to risk letting anybody in accidentally and starting another big wave here. It's already getting bad enough. So that's what they plan on doing there. But other than that, to the best of my knowledge, as of right now at the time I'm speaking, subject to change of course, but all other travel is open around the country. Buses and minivans should be running again. Private cars, if you want to spend the money for that, you should be able to get anywhere you want to go and back without having to get a certificate or anything like that. There are, I believe, like Phnom Penh and Sihanoukville, and I think Battambang I think you still have to undergo a test if you're coming from another province. I think you do have to get a swab that they will test to make sure you don't have the virus, but if you don't, no problems. You don't need any government paperwork. You don't need any of that red tape. Now, whether this is too soon, I mean, I understand the reason they're doing it is because, you know, people obviously can't go out and they can't get food. And the government's trying to, you know, walk that line between making sure people don't starve, but also trying to keep them safe from the virus. I mean, people can complain about any country and the way they've handled the pandemic since it began over a year ago, but you know, considering this was a new thing, nobody knew much about it. I think the majority of governments, including Cambodia, did what they thought was appropriate. And I don't really have any complaints about how they've handle things here as far as the pandemic. The food distribution could have gone a little better, I have to say, but don't want to see people going hungry and starving and or anything like that. But yeah, I think it's being handled the best that it can. I know everybody has an opinion, you know, playing the the armchair quarterback, talking about how much if you were the coach, it would all be okay because you know what to do. But the fact is, we don't know. So there's no sense in playing that hypothetical. It always amazes me, people that think they have the best ideas about politics are the ones never getting involved in politics. Try to change it. So, want to make a difference? Go out and get elected. Have your voice heard. Oh, muddy. Thing lies going around a little muddy. I just stepped in it. Yeah. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright. Highway 6. Looks like it's going to be 3 lanes on this side, I'm assuming. Multi-directional. Again, I'm assuming. Once it's done. I still don't see the bigger picture, the plan, but it's wide enough. It appears to be that might be the deal. And on the other side, it appears that might only be 2 lanes, probably both ways. Or maybe they'll keep that side just one big one-way. Then if you want to go either direction, you would get on this side, because this side seems to be the one that's been expanded the most. Just going by what I'm observing, I don't know. That's just my guess. I do like having this nice big sidewalk here to walk on. Kind of get away from, I don't know if you can see it that good. Oh yeah, you can see it. All that dust flying around and big trucks coming by. You can get over here. Get away from all that. Huh? Yeah. Go over there. Down the alley? Okay. Want to go down the alley? I think she said she wanted to go down this alley. Why not? I love alleys. Doesn't look to be that bad. get away from all the noise of the highway. Yeah, people have asked me in the past, and a few people have wanted to know recently. You know, again, a hypothetical. If you know me, I don't really like dealing in hypotheticals. I don't like thinking, what if I do this, what if I do that, and what would happen? Because the future is uncertain. Life is a chaotic and uncontrollable mess. We can't do anything about it. But they want to know, if I ever left and went back, what would I do? And again, I don't plan on doing that. I never have. Once I moved here, I said that's it. I hate moving. I mean, house to house is bad enough. Country to country is messier, more expensive. I would say just for spite, even if I didn't want to be here anymore. Because I just hate moving. But no, I'll probably be here until the day I die. Still loving it. No complaints. But well, let's say as a hypothetical, for the sake of a video, what if that happened? Well, as I talked about back in my 1,000th subscriber episode, one thing I've always wanted to do back there, kind of a goal, but not like I'll be disappointed at the end of my life if I don't do it, but wanted to hike the Appalachian Trail, through hike it. Takes about 6 months, about $1,000 a month, and go through 6 states. Georgia to Maine. I would consider getting that done. A nice empty old house, still empty. We've been by here before. A couple months ago, I think I made a video. We went around, showed you this place. Still empty. But yeah, other than that, I would just go back, probably get a job that I would hate, and live in a van. That's right, I wouldn't be homeless, I would be houseless. I would just buy a $3,000-$4,000. Oh, I think there's dogs protecting this place. It could be next door too, but I'm not going to take that chance. They might have claimed this house as their own. They're squatting, dog squatters. But yeah, I would live in a van. I watch a surprising amount of videos about van life and how people, you know, they buy these vans, they renovate them, they add all the stuff to them. Some of them have showers and, you know, sinks, and you all have a bed, lots of storage area, and they get to drive anywhere they want, do what they want, live how they want, without the expenses of a house or an apartment. And being in Cambodia has taught me one thing, is that less is sometimes more. I've never lamented, complained, or moaned about things I don't have here. We live a very minimalist kind of lifestyle, but not in the sense of, you know, that whole trend. Everybody's trying to be minimalist. But in the truest sense of the word, is that we get by on basically what we have, not a lot. Don't have all the comforts and luxuries that I would back home, but it doesn't decrease my happiness. It doesn't decrease I consider my standard of living at all. So I think living in a van would, if that ever happened, would be the way to go. Kind of the same deal. You have to live minimally. Hello. 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 Hello, doggies. Hey. Hey, puppy. Hey. It's okay. He's okay. Yeah, you have to live, of course, minimally in a van because you don't have a lot of space. And that's going to be your home. So I think that would suit me just fine. So there, I answered that question. Somebody had a request for me to go. They bought a condominium here, and they want to see how the construction is coming, how it's in development. I found the place on the map, so hopefully in my next video here in just a day or two, you know who you are, I will be doing that. Ooh, that's a big one there. Holy crap. It doesn't look like it, man. That's a big, wide, thick dog. Like a linebacker. But yeah, I'll be going out there, taking some video for you, showing you what's going on, what's happening, and try to find out what I can. Alright, be sure to stick around to the end of the video. You're going to see that apartment tour. Only $70. See what you can get. In the meantime, I really appreciate your support. All the people that support me with their monies. It means a lot. And I always appreciate it. If you want to get in on that and help us do what we do here, support the cause. My PayPal address is down below. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/DDC, or you can join my Patreon, and I'll send you stuff as a way of saying thank you. Copy of my book, exclusive videos, first look videos, keep you up to date, and you get my email address. So if you have any further questions, you can just feel free to reach out there that way. Also, other channels, vlogging in Cambodia, are down below. Check all those out. This must be Dog Alley here. Check all those out. They have great videos in different parts of Cambodia. My social media is down below. My other channel, Laughing on the Inside, my comedy podcast, that's down below. Got a special guest coming up soon. Don't want to miss it. Really funny guy from the United States, and I think you'll like that one. But then the last one, the one that's up there right now, I talked about Florida, science, and mosquitoes. There's a story that involves all three of those things. It's pretty weird. So of course, I had to talk about it. So Laughing on the Inside, that link is down below. Check it out. Also, links to my books, if you want to buy them individually, are down below, including Live in Cambodia, a guide for living in the Kingdom of Wonder, which will give you all the basic information you need in a very concise book to let you know before you even leave from your home country what to bring, what to expect, and then once you get here, how to negotiate things like your passport, bank account, accessing your funds, and finding an apartment, all that good stuff. Alright, apartment video coming up. I hope you enjoy it. Stay safe and be healthy. That's most important. And if you're going through any mental issues, just remember you're a superstar, you're a legend. You beat out like a billion other sperm to be here. Don't give up because of the times we live in. You can do it. Hang in there. All right, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Enjoy the apartment tour. All right, guys, here we are. We're in Luke's apartment building. This little apartment sits on the top floor. It's a little bit cheaper. This one's only $70 a month instead of $150 for the full-size ones. But yeah, it comes with a pretty nice bed. Nice. Got a little sitting bench there. This one does come with aircon. Even got some artwork. Refrigerator, extra chairs, big huge wardrobe. Oh, that's got clothes in there still.
There's a washing machine that you can use on your side too. You can use it.
And a full-size bathroom. A little shelf up there. Sink. Mirror. Toilet. Shower. Yeah, so it's not as big as the other ones in this building, but it's only 70 bucks. The only thing it doesn't have is like a little kitchen area or a sink or anything. That's the only thing that's missing. Got a good view outside, as you can see. And we are right next to the, we would be right next to the door that leads out to the balcony, which has an awesome view.
And there's also a washing machine
Oh.
there.
There's a washing machine too. Oh, there it is. Right over there. That anybody can use that lives here to do their laundry, so. And a good view right outside the door anytime we want. No place to sit down. Yeah. 70 bucks a month. $70 deposit. 140 will move you in. It's weird it doesn't have a sink though. I might think about it, but we need a sink. All right. Later.